Alrighty guys, it is Qaaman here today, and I am continuing my Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 2 playthrough, with the most recent episode being Goku returning home to Chi-Chi and Gohan, and Chi-Chi not being very happy about Goku wanting Gohan to train against the androids. So, I was looking around, and so far it seems like I have to go to West City at this point of the game, but I think it'd be best if I maybe train to like level 7, just so I can get a little bit of health back and so I can get stronger, because the type of quests that I'm going to do around there are going to be a lot more challenging than what you guys have seen so far. What I really love about this game, as I mentioned before in the previous Legacy of Goku 2 segment, is I really like the actual music soundtrack. Like, I think obviously this has a really good soundtrack because it feels so Falconer-like, if you know what I mean. So, I'm just beating up these monsters, which I find funny because Gohan and Goku would never like kill all of these innocent monsters in the actual game themselves. But I mean, how else are they gonna give you mini monsters to train on? Alright, let's see here. Alright, so this doesn't seem like it's gonna take that long to get to level 7. I don't want to train too much to like bore you guys of just straight up training, so I'm gonna make it short by just training to level 7 and then progressing, considering like I'm already almost there. And also, like, the best thing I like is that training on this game actually gives you health back. You know, like you can actually get your entire health bar back simply by training. Oh, alright, so looks like it's getting pretty dangerous around here. Oh man. Alright. Alright, let's see. That's looking pretty bad. I have so little health right now, and I have essentially no ki. But somehow I'm gonna have to find a way how to defeat a quick monster without necessarily getting killed. Alright, I'm gonna beat the snake. Oh man, I have to beat the snake again. You see guys, the thing is that if I can't beat these monsters at this point of the game, I'm not gonna stand a chance against the others. Like, training really matters on this game, and I'm gonna do the majority of my training off screen, but I mean, it's still important to do it. But you know what? Forget about it. I'm just gonna leave at level 6. No point in wasting more time training. Alright, so seems like it's about that time to go train. Where's Goku? We'll head to West City to meet up with Piccolo. You might want to try training a bit in the woods south of here while I get ready to leave. Well, I kinda already did, so I'm just gonna go straight to West City, progress the plot. I tend to try to make these episodes 15 to 20 minutes in length. I don't want to make them too long, but I mean, sometimes I'm kind of stuck based on a major plot that's taking place, and I don't want to like cut off the video like halfway in the middle of a big scene or something. But most of the time, like, 15 minutes I think makes a solid playthrough episode. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this playthrough series is gonna be a lot longer than Legacy of Goku 1. And you also gotta factor in that Legacy of Goku 1, I spent like 3 episodes just trying to get out of that Namekian Temple. And I know that people were telling me in the comments how to do it, but I ignored them because I kind of wanted to figure out how to do it on my own. You know what I mean? Alright, let's see. Alright, Gohan, it's about time to fly over to West City and meet up with Piccolo. Alright, I'm gonna love playing with Piccolo, guys. Favorite character in the series. Don't be surprised if I use all of my capsules to just power him up. I just love Piccolo so much. Alright, let's see. Alright, so I don't have to go to the northern wastelands. Kind of already went there. So let's go to West City. It's Hercule! We're here. Hey, looks like there's a parade today. Piccolo said he'd meet us around City Hall, but I don't see him. I'm going to wait for him outside of Capsule Corporation. If you find him, could you let me know? Sure! If you get lost, be sure to use the red city map boxes that are posted around the city. Oh, and one more thing. Bulma said she has something for you at the Capsule Corp. You may want to pay her a visit. Alright, so this is completely different from the actual plot of Dragon Ball Z, where I find it funny because in the actual Dragon Ball Z series, they just strictly just flew around, like they didn't waste any time. But I mean, they obviously have to make the game different. Alright, now I always found something funny about the anthropomorphic animals of Dragon Ball Z. Like, for example, with the mayor or the king, like how dogs can be so intelligent in society, and like there's so many intelligent animals like Oolong or Poor, and it's like you have like the really intelligent animals, but then at the same time you have like the animals that are not that smart. So I always found that funny. Alright, our city was under siege from a ruthless warlord. I knew there was only one man who could handle a threat of such enormous magnitude. Only one man had the courage and strength needed to defeat such a diabolical foe. So I got on the phone and called Hercule. Hercule? Who's that? What? What? You don't know who Hercule is? Have you been living under a rock, boy? Why, Hercule's the world martial arts champion. He's the strongest man in the world. Really? Wow, if he's as great as you say he is, I'd like to meet this guy. Maybe you can. Today is Hercule Day in West City. Hercule will be accepting the key to the city because he saved us all. Maybe you could get his autograph. He's right over there. Anyway, we've got a major disaster. Hercule refuses to start the Hercule Day parade unless he gets an open-faced club sandwich. We got him some regular sandwiches, but they weren't good enough for him. Could you run to Big Mouth and see if the chef will make one for him? Oh, this is a calamity. Alright. Can this parade start already? I just want to see City Hall and this float is in the way. Alright. I want a pet dinosaur. What do you want? Want to play with my Captain Capsule action figure? Aw, kids. Alright. And a good day to you too. Alright, let's see, it's Hercule. Why, if it isn't one of my loyal fans! Are you that Hercule guy I've heard so much about? That's right, I'm the World Martial Arts Champion! You must be strong. I'd like to see my dad fight you someday. Ha ha ha, isn't that cute? Here's an autograph, now scram, I'm busy. Isn't anyone gonna get me an open-faced club sandwich? I'm hungry, I'm a major celebrity. I shouldn't have to put up with this. Alright guys, this is the first time I've tried a Hercule voice, so I'll get better as the series moves on. As a matter of fact, a little bit of a spoiler, you can actually play with Hercule on this game, but that's after Goku dies. Alright, so I gotta go find Hercule a sandwich. So, it seems like the sandwich place is all the way down. So, let's go down. Find him an open-faced club sandwich. Alright, there's so much to do. Thing is, guys, is I like exploring. Like, I really... Some subscribers in the comment section were saying that, you know, they prefer me just progress the plot, but I like, honestly, I just honestly like exploring the game. Like, it really just blows when you just give up certain parts of the game just to speed through it. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we're here at the sandwich place. I don't remember exactly what I'm supposed to do, but I know for sure that the guy won't give it to me unless I do something. Sorry kid, I can't be bothered right now. Every day I go to the newspaper stand and purchase a newspaper, but today the newspaper stand is closed. I can't start my day off without the morning newspaper and a cup of hot joe. I hope no one wants one of my world famous sandwiches because I'm not in the mood. You managed to find a copy of today's newspaper yet? Alright, so now I gotta go to the newspaper to get this guy his newspaper so I can get Hercule a sandwich. Alright. So the newspaper is in the upper right corner. Alright. See, it's like a plot within a plot, guys. In order to get Hercule's sandwich, I gotta get that guy a newspaper. But, I mean, it's all to progress the game. I really honestly think Legacy of Goku 2 was a very, very, very good game for its time. And graphically, for a system like the Game Boy Advance, I thought it was incredible. Alright, let's see. There's the newspaper stand. Alright, let's talk to this old lady. If you're looking for today's newspaper, forget about it. I was just going to pick one up when he ran off north out here yelling about a school bus. The nerve. Alright, so now I have to go deal with this guy up north for the newspaper. Deanna, I'm a high-powered businesswoman. I just keep my briefcase and my laptop in capsules. That way I can just keep them in my pocket. What's funny is like they said like there's nothing of interest inside. I think that's more realistic than having like a building with like no openings. Like I just never understood that concept, guys. How can you have a building with no openings? Like Pokemon games have it, other games have it. I just never understood how can you have a building that huge with no door? Like what's the point of making it? It just doesn't make any sense. I bet you can't catch me. Alright, let's see. You're cute. Okay. You have a big muscles, mister. Yeah, funny, Gohan's like very muscularly developed for his age. Alright. So this is probably the newspaper dude. Please don't bother me right now. You know what it's like having a missing son? Now, I suppose you wouldn't. My son was on a field trip and something terrible happened. Until I know where he is, I just can't open my newspaper stand. If I just knew where he was, it would put my mind at ease. Miss Strickland. One of our classes was on a field trip when this tremor hit. The bus was going north towards Gingertown. Someone needs to save them. If anything happened to those children, I wouldn't know what to do. This is a public relations nightmare. Alright. Miss Strickland. Larry. There's been a terrible accident. The front axle of the bus must have broken. I lost control and the bus went careening over a cliff. And in all the chaos, I've lost 4 of the kids. I've really done it this time. Alright, so now I gotta save these kids. Alright. Now what I find funny, guys, is that a lot of, especially me who used to play this game a lot when I was a kid, you know how parents always say, well, video games aren't good for you and all of that? As a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, a lot of the video games I played as kids allowed me to improve my vocabulary. Like for example, I remember I learned what the word martyr was because I played Legacy of Goku 2, because Cell says it later on. You'll see it as the playthrough progresses. He says, does anyone else want to be a martyr after he kills 16? So I thought that was pretty interesting. Alright. I've never seen a capsule like this one before. Maybe Dr. Briefs at Capsule Corp knows more about it. Alright, so got that capsule. Now I gotta go find those kids. Wonder if I can get those kids at the end of this episode. Seems like I have a little bit more time on this one. Alright. I remember there was like one kid who was like in a weird spot. If I remember correctly, there was a part of this game where there was like one kid who was being chased by wolves. It's funny how I remember those things, and I haven't played this in so long. All right, let's see. I really like how the punchback system is so realistic. Like, I mean, Legacy of Goku 1 was fine, but like seriously telling me that these characters are punching each other and they just stand there just makes no sense. All right. Well, looks like a kid is probably down here somewhere. So as you guys can see, Gohan's power is like I mentioned before, naturally the highest. Alright, so I found one kid. There you are. Missing boy, please help me get back. Did the bus driver tell you I was out here? Thank you so much. Alright, I rescued a missing child. Like, I like how he just disappears out of nowhere. Alright. Well, let's see where the rest of these kiddos are. Thing is about this game is the more you advance, the more Kai control you have. Like when you use an energy blast at this point in the game, it takes such a big chunk of your energy. Alright, so I was right, as I mentioned before. I remembered for sure that there was a kid who was like surrounded by wolves. Alright, I don't know where the rest of the kids are. Alright, so I gotta save this kid here. I got 2. Thanks, those wolves almost had me. No problem. Alright, so I find that funny, like how the wolves were just running around him, but they didn't actually try to get him. You know, I remember reading a statistic somewhere, and it was like, people exaggerate how dangerous wolves are because there hasn't been like a wolf attack since like 19 something or since like 18 something. And I found that pretty interesting because we always think of wolves as like these really dangerous animals, but in fact they don't attack us as often as people, you know, point them out to be. Alright, so looks like there should be a kid around here somewhere. Alright, as soon as I get all these kids, I'm gonna end this episode because it seems like I'm already almost done with this part here. Alright, so looks like I went the wrong way because I already came from that area. Whoa, 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 juggling me, huh? Alright. Okay, so looks like there should probably be a kid to the right. I don't think I went to the right. Alright, there we go. Alright, so Yajirobe. What's up, Gohan? Korin sent me over here to get you a little gift. Alright, got a senzu bean. Senzu beans fill up your health and energy. To use a senzu bean, access it from your inventory screen. You know, I've always wondered about the science of senzu beans. Like, how can a senzu bean, like, just heal you? Like, just, like, I don't know, biologically, I've always wondered why. Who knows, maybe I could do a video on it one day. But I have to do some research. Alright. I always found those monsters, like those tiger bandits, hilarious. To be completely honest with you. Alright. So looks like this should be done. Now, I kind of find this a little unrealistic in a way how, like, all of these kids would be separated from, like, the rest of the school bus and stuff. But in fact, like, wouldn't you think they would all be together? Like, how could, like, if the bus crashes, how the hell did all of them get so far from each other? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, so here's one girl. You alright? It's dangerous out there, so I hid in the cave. Thanks for saving me. Alright, so I saved another missing child. Saving points on this game are completely irrelevant unless you want to switch characters because I just used the ROM save. Alright. I know this episode's a little bit longer than others, but it feels kind of weird ending it halfway through the plot. Alright. Alright, just wiped out all those snakes. Gotta run across the bridge. Alright, so there should be a kid here. There we go. There's the school bus. Are you okay? The bus was stuck on the cliff and my friends got out in time, but I was still inside when it fell over. I think I'm okay though. Thank you for finding me. Alright, now that makes no sense because wouldn't the kids have stuck together? I mean, we've all been in kindergarten and elementary school, right? Didn't they teach you to always stick together? But either way, it doesn't really matter. This concludes my part 4 of my Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku playthrough. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I really like the artwork for this broken bus. I feel it's relatively realistic, even though it doesn't make sense how everybody was separated. But please enjoy my future playthroughs, and please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And remember, as I always say, to have a great day, guys.